And welcome back to Pop Culture Explosion. I am Mike, and I'm here today with Sarah Duffy. And Sarah,
Hi.
what are we talking about today?
We're talking about what last week was the number seven most watched docu-series on Netflix, and it's called
hmm
Unwell, and it's tapping into all kind of crazy aspects of alternative health and wellness.
Okay, so Unwell. Uh, it's a docu-series, right?
Yes.
And there was what, 6 episodes, I thought?
6 episodes covering everything from essential oils to tantric sex to drinking breast milk to bulk up for weightlifting.
So, the reason that we got into this. Now, did you watch any of the other episodes of that
I
show yet?
haven't yet. No,
And
they're
I
on my
haven't
to-watch
either.
list.
The reasons that we started this are because of the essential oils, which we're
Yes.
both involved in, and that's where I know Sarah from. We're part of, the Young Living product line, distributors, right?
Yep.
And so it came across in our community and people were talking about it, and it's like we need to talk about this, and I thought it was really interesting. It I thought it was going to be all negative, but actually they had positive stories and negative stories. So I thought,
Yeah.
would you agree it was kind of fair
Yeah, it was pretty well
balance?
balanced.
Okay. Um, so tell me more of, like, what did you take away from this episode? Why would someone maybe on the outside of essential oils uh, enjoy this, or what caution to take from it?
Yeah. Well, I feel like the first thing to mention is that the very first episode in this docu-series is all about essential oils. And my perception as to why that is because essential oils are everywhere. You can get them in every department store, every grocery store, even gas stations are selling essential oils. This is something that's super prevalent in the society that we live in. And as humans, we're kind of always searching for the next best thing. People don't like to go to the doctor, like they want to try and figure out how to solve their wellness issues at home. So I think that that's why they started with this topic because it's just something that we're seeing a lot of on social media and
Yeah.
every day in the grocery store, right? So for people who have not yet jumped into this world or who maybe have heard about it but want to know whether or not it's all hype or if it's even backed by science, it's really eye catching because they jump right in with a testimonial from a parent of a child with special needs, and it tugs at your heartstrings like from the very beginning, and it kind of tosses back and forth between like here are some people who are using it with great success, but then here are scientists who are saying, maybe we don't have as much information about these products as we should, and insinuating and in some cases blatantly outright saying we're just conducting this giant guinea pig experiment by using these products on our bodies. So for me as a essential oil user, I've been using essential oils for half my lifetime, 16 years. I see great value in using these products because I've experienced firsthand benefit from them in a variety of different ways. So I watched this docu-series thinking like, oh, I'm gonna, get really tough and I'm gonna defend these products till my last breath, and it's eliciting that kind of a response from me. It's
hmm
more to me like a caution to consumers, a reminder that no matter what products you're choosing off the shelves, whether it's essential oils or your shampoo, that you should be looking at labels, that you should be investigating these companies and determining whether or not these products are really a benefit or a detriment to you.
Do the homework.
Absolutely. And
hmm
informed consumer, you should be doing your homework.
hmm And I think we definitely, I don't know, would you say we're kind of biased towards the positive ending?
100%.
Uh, I,
100%
I,
biased.
I think after watching the show, I think that the negative portion uh, didn't hold a lot of weight for me.
No.
I think that some of the people were lacking some common sense. They were putting their energies in the wrong places. They were doing things for the wrong reasons. And that's, I mean, So I was kind of like,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
I
There's
would agree that that.
when you have a company like Young Living, the magnitude, the popularity of it, you're going to have that percentage of negativity. It's just in the human nature. You could cure somebody with something and they still wouldn't believe you.
Absolutely. Doctors experience this all the time, saying we have cures
Mhm,
for all of these maladies, but then, oh no, you can't have access to whatever
mhm.
is going to cure you.
Yeah. So I think, you know what, individual results may vary, right? I mean,
Absolutely. And the interesting part for me was that the negative components of this docu-series I didn't feel were an attack on the use of essential oils. Did
mhm,
they say scientifically maybe we need more research to determine whether or not these products have validity? Yes. But the other
mhm,
negative components that kept getting drawn up were scrutiny on the business model for people who are engaging in multi-level marketing or pyramid scheme type businesses, or
mhm,
the maybe cult following that
mhm.
users gravitate towards. It wasn't really an attack on these products. There was no proof one way or another that these products aren't benefiting people.
Yeah, and I think I mean products specifically, you know what? There's a lot of oils out there. What is there, 300 something?
Yeah, at
At least in
least.
our line. You know what? Not all of them are going to agree with your body.
Right.
Everybody's different. So you know what? You find something that does work for you or whatever. But it takes one person to have one bad experience, and they magnify that sometimes. And I think that you should be aware of that at least before you
Yeah,
condemn something that you're not educated about. You know,
sure.
and
And
I
you think
thought I
about
saw
it,
that.
the reactions are not dissimilar to pharmaceuticals. That there's
Yeah.
a reason that they list all these possible side effects because it's going to react with your body's chemistry differently than it might the person next to you. So
Hmm.
anything else, people have sensitivities and allergies and weird skin reactions and weird digestive reactions to every product on the planet, and essential oils are no different than that. So you need to
Yeah.
make sure that you're using best practices when you're using them. You need to educate yourself on how they should be used. And then you need to listen to your body. If your body's saying this isn't working for me, then you stop using it. Don't
Hmm.
yourself through thinking, well, I'm going to get past this. Listen to your body. Your body knows what it needs.
Right. And I think one of the other things was how they talked about the founder of essential oils. Gary Young.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't real appreciative of how they sort of had just the fringe aspects of his showmanship that you know you could tell they were trying to make it look a certain way. I think
Oh, yeah, it
there's
was
more to the
definitely
man.
exaggerated.
Yeah, there's more to Gary Young than that. I mean, we know somebody very closely that worked with the man and
Yep.
trained under him, and it's just like a TV version of that. I just felt like they were did it seem like they were trying to make him look a little bit outlandish? I
Yes.
mean,
And I think that that's for the sake of generating ratings and interest in this program.
mhm,
Anything else, if you stir the pot in the right direction, people are going to react a certain way.
yeah,
Want to elicit a reaction.
yeah. So overall thoughts on the episode? Do you think you'd watch more of this series? Even
I'm
though there are other,
curious now.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what some of these other episodes, maybe not all of them, but what some
Hmm.
are about. I mean, there's an episode on intermittent fasting, which is a huge health trend right now for people who are trying to lose weight or maintain weight. So, like,
Hmm.
that's what I'm curious about because I know a lot of people who do practice intermittent fasting. So, there's components of the docu series that I would watch just for my own educational purposes, but whether you're an essential oil user or not, that first episode has a wealth of information, and I think it will shed light for a lot of different people in a lot of different areas just by listening to the information.
Yeah. So I thought it was well done. Like, it was quick paced, It was entertaining. So I'd
Yeah, it's
recommend.
about 47 minutes, so it's
Yeah,
less than an hour.
but it is surfacey. I think
Mhm.
that you would come away from it ready to do some homework if that's looking into an alternative medicine or a holistic lifestyle is something you've been thinking about.
Yeah,
You know, it's very interesting in that aspect. So,
yeah. Definitely causes some questions to bubble to the surface.
all right. So, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Well, I mean, don't knock it till you try it because essentially
Mm.
it's pretty great.
Yes, I have. I use frankincense and lavender and sacred frankincense and lemon and lavender and just RC and raven. I mean, there's just so many, and I don't know, it makes the world better for
It
me.
does. And I mean, there's a reason that plant based medicines have been around for thousands of years. There's a reason that our ancestors were pulling leaves off specific plants and steeping
Hmm.
teas and drinking them to calm nerves or to soothe upset stomachs. There is science that backs a lot of the support that you can get from essential oils. It's simply about finding reliable product that works for you, no matter where it comes from.
All right. Well, Sarah, thanks for joining us today on Pop Culture Explosion. Make sure
Yeah, this is
to
great.
like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode.